y'all are here hustling. I respect that because one day I want to be an entrepreneur. I'm afraid to step out there like that. And so when I see y'all fearlessly out here doing what you do, look, I can learn something from you.
Do you, in your just journey, ever feel like, oh man, I failed?
She looked around. She said, some of your people don't respond to emails. I said, well, I'm Reggie Mitchell. Let's change that narrative.
Welcome back, Bold Besties, to another episode of She Built Success. Today's a good one. I'm super excited. I have my internet friend who now is like in-person, in real life friend, Reggie, the small business advocate Mitchell, with me. So Reggie, welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Okay, so I know we have been trying to connect, either other events or what have you, but I'm glad we got you in the chair.
Finally get to meet in person.
Exactly. I know when we first met, it was on LinkedIn, and it was because of one of my favorite accessories.
Yes.
Can I say what my favorite?
You can say what your favorite accessory.
Purses.
Yes. Yes. You are highlighting some of your signature purses.
Yeah.
And my wife likes purses.
Yeah.
And so I inquired what kind of purses they were.
Yeah.
And what was the brand name. And that's how
I gave you all the details.
And that's how we connected.
Yes, yes. And ever since then, we kind of just gotten to get to know each other a little bit better.
Yes.
And just what I really found, well, LinkedIn's one platform, but Instagram is another platform.
Yes.
And just seeing, I know you love to travel.
Yes. My wife and I both love to travel.
Yes. Yes. And seeing your adventures, I call them adventures in my head, but I feel like I'm part of the family sometimes.
Oh yeah. And you know, like you said, we started on LinkedIn, and then after following you for probably a year, maybe going on 2 years, somehow the algorithms popped you up, and then I say, well, I know her. Let's and very few people are in my circle from LinkedIn. You're one of them.
Thank you. Oh, I appreciate that.
And of course,
yeah.
Mr. Jason.
Yeah, Jay's right there too. Yeah, and then Osmo was our next.
Yes.
After the purses, it was Osmo's.
Yes. So I'm always watching what you're doing.
Thank you.
So I'm like, okay, so purses for my wife, and then I saw you with that camera, which that camera is very popular because every time I pull it out, everybody's asking me, where did you get that camera? So yeah, and my wife blessed me with that camera for my birthday.
That's so beautiful.
So yeah.
Are you using it in travels?
I am.
Good job.
I took it, first trip with that camera was to Costa Rica.
Ooh, nice.
And I decided that wasn't a good trip to take it on because we were hiking around volcanoes, and I almost fell and broke it. Ooh, so because I was holding it, out.
Yeah.
And I slipped.
Oh, shoot.
And almost dropped it. So I said, that's not a good, I need to be in a city, flat, But no, I forced myself to start using it. We were in New York with some friends, and I didn't have it after she bought it. And she said, where's that camera I brought you? I said, you know what? You're right. I'm going to start using it. Costa Rica, right. I pulled it out.
Bet. So it's in rotation. It's capturing some of those moments.
Yeah, I use it all the time now.
Oh, that's so cool. Did you get any extra gear with it? Did you end up getting any extra gear?
So I got, so I didn't get the creators package. I got it from Costco. So it came with quite a bit. It came with 2 extra chargers. The only thing I ordered extra was an extra lens, a widening lens.
Yep.
So the extra lens, I've been looking at some additional lights to put on there. So they have new stuff that they keep bringing out for it. Because of that slip that I almost had when I was in Costa Rica, I've been looking at the Osmo 5.
What's Osmo 5?
The one that looks more like a
like a nano looking.
No, so I saw the nano.
Okay.
But no, the Osmo 5 looks like a GoPro.
Oh, okay.
So it's for active people. When we travel, the one thing that you're going to see us do is either get on a boat or get on ATVs.
Oh, no, that's right. Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. We always do ATVs.
Did I see? Okay, keep going.
Yeah. Keep going. So, again, it's hard. I bought one of those little chest strap thingies. I even bought a backpack. It's not that great.
Okay.
And it's too hard to, well, maybe I don't know how to use it right. I need some instruction, but with it strapped to my backpack and then trying to use it for my phone to remote control it, I just need to get the 5 strapped on like a GoPro, and you get all the features of the Osmo in a GoPro-ish.
Yeah.
And you can mount it anywhere and do what you got to do.
Dude, that's fat. Okay, so that sounds like something's on the horizon here. But I want to run it back a little bit because I know there's some similarities. Like I did music, you did music.
Yeah.
Just can we talk a little bit about how you came into where you are now to be able to travel? So like, was traveling always like you knew from jump, or?
So I was born to travel. So I'm a military brat. My father was Air Force, and he retired. And I was born. So I was born in. I always say London, but I was actually just born in Alconbury, England, at Lakenheath Air Force Base.
Really?
Yeah. So I was born in England, and just kind of knowing that, I didn't move around a whole lot. So I was born in London or in England. My sister was born 18 months later near Seattle.
Okay.
So we left England, went to Washington State. She was born there. And then once we left Washington State, we went to Savannah, Georgia, the Hunter Air Base. It was at the time it was Hunter Army Air Base.
Okay.
We were there. Then we went to a little radar site in Virginia on the Eastern Shore. It no longer exists. It's closed. Lived there for 5 years. And then we went to South Carolina, where I graduated high school. So I was there for 5 years. And then I went to the Air Force at 18.
Wait, so how are you a Cowboys fan?
So my mother and father met in Texas. They're both from Atlanta.
Okay.
They didn't know each other in Atlanta. They were in college at a Christian college in Texas. And my father all of a sudden became everything Texas, to include the Cowboys.
Got it.
And so he's a Cowboy fan. He was a Cowboy fan. My father is no longer here. But I just kind of follow everything about my father. Air Force, Cowboys, it's all blue. As you see, I love blue. So I'm about that blue life.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so that's kind of how I became a Cowboy fan, following in my dad's footsteps. And he was a musician as well. So my dad was played trumpet. And when he was in the Air Force, so my father was drafted to go in the Army.
Oh, wow.
Both of his brothers were in the Army. He decided not to go. He said, forget that draft. I'm not going. He went and signed up for the Air Force.
Okay.
And so that's how he was doing that. So I think he was still in college when he got drafted, if I'm not mistaken. So he was in band in college, and he loved his trumpet. So his dream was to be in the Air Force band when he went in. Of course, that didn't work out. They said, you're going to be working in transportation, and that's what he did. So when we were in Virginia, when I was a child, I was there from the 2nd grade through the 6th grade.
Okay.
In the 4th grade, I wanted to play an instrument.
Oh, so that was you. That was
me.
That.
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay.
And although I follow my dad's footsteps, I like to be different. So I said, I don't want to do trumpet. I want to do drums. He's like, if I buy you a drum, you're going to keep that drum and you're going to play that drum, you're going to practice, and you're going to be in band. Okay. So that was a decision in the 4th grade that I'm going music. I'm not going sports. Okay. And play outside. I did my thing, but I didn't play like high school football or basketball or anything like that, because I was always in the band. So, but yeah, I started in 4th grade.
Wow.
So I went all the way through high school, had music scholarships, didn't take them.
Same.
Went into the Air Force, and when I graduated, went straight into the Air Force. And while I was in basic training, they tell you not to volunteer for anything. So we're waiting to get our hair cut. We're all standing in line at attention, and some drill instructor comes up and goes, "Who all can play instruments?" And we were all looking at each other, and I'm from South Carolina. Some of the guys that were standing in line, we all came from Fort Jackson together. And he asked again, "Who can play instruments? Say something." We raised our hand. The guy beside me raised his hand. He's like, "Step forward. You're all in drum and bugle." Okay. So he's like, "Talk to your drill instructor, pack up your bags, and tomorrow morning be out front." So whoever volunteered got to go to drum and bugle. And
just like that.
Just like that.
Okay.
So we didn't know what that meant, but we found out it was a great experience. Yeah. Because band life is all I knew from high school. All through high school, every summer we're marching. Parades and stuff like that, concert season. So that's just a rotation for a band kid. And so I was like, okay, what does this mean? So we show up at drum and bugle. We go into the band room, and they're like, okay, every day you guys are going to practice. You're going to do reveille, you're going to do retreat, and you're going to do parades down in San Antonio. And that's all we had to do the whole time I was in basic training. Yeah. I mean, so we had to get the regular training that everybody else did. Right. But instead of going to do like kitchen patrol, we call it KP, go wash dishes or go go outside and pick up trash and paint rocks and stuff. We didn't do any of that. We just practiced all day long, and we would be out there in the morning or in the evening doing retreat.
Yeah.
So we got our blues early, and we were doing parades.
That's dope.
And downtown. So
that's dope.
And it was easy. Band life is, we know how to march already. We know facing movements, all that stuff. So it was easy.
And it's not like you liked it. So it's not like
I loved it.
Yeah.
So I ended up being the drum captain while I was there. So when it was time to graduate, the senior enlisted guy who was in charge of us, he came to me first. He said, "Hey, Mitchell," because they call us by your last name. "Come here." Thought I was in trouble. He's like, "No, you're not in trouble. I got a favor to ask." I'm wondering why Master Sergeant's asking me for a favor. He's like, "Listen, I just got orders to go to Tops and Blues. You know what that is?" I said, "Yes, sir. I know what that is." Yeah. "Well, I don't want to go. So the favor I need you to take it." I said, "Sir, do I have to take it?" And he said, "No, but I'm giving it to you if you want it."
Yeah.
I said, "Sir, I'm going to decline."
Yeah. Why did you decline?
So because I wanted to get to I already knew kind of what job I was going to have.
Okay.
And so I asked him some questions. I said, "So if I take this, what does that mean?" He goes, "Well, you'll tour with Tops and Blues for a minimum of a year.
Okay.
You go all over the world performing, blah, 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 and then once you're done, then you'll go to tech school. Then you'll go back to whatever you're supposed to be doing for your regular job."
Okay.
So I did quick calculations. I was like, I'm not going to get back home for over a year.
Yeah.
I'll pass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes I look back, and so when I told my dad about it, he wanted to slap me because he was like, "That's what I would have done," because he wanted to be in the Air Force Band.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I said, "Well, that wasn't for me."
Yeah. Yeah.
But
go ahead. Sorry.
No, that was my opportunity to be in a well-known, band, and I passed on it. I still did volunteering, like musical things afterwards, because I ended up going back to my hometown and my base that my father retired from, where I kind of grew up at. I ended up being stationed there. So some of my classmates reached out to me when they knew I was back. They were in a concert band in town, and they were like, "Well, Reggie, we need some drummers. You want to do it?" And I was like, "Sure."
Yeah.
So I did it for a couple of years.
Yeah.
But yeah, I haven't picked up the sticks in a long time.
So that was going to be my next question. You still play?
I don't. No.
You traded for travel?
Yeah.
And nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. I have a drum pad, but I don't really play it.
Yeah. It's okay. My flute's still in its bag in piccolo. So It's been a minute. So I get it.
When was the last time you played?
Like actually play? Yeah, I don't know. Much like you. Go ahead.
Flight of the Bumblebee.
Dude, oh my gosh. For us, it was that, or it was Concertino was another one on the flute that was a big like piece to conquer. But no, I haven't played like for real probably since like my second year of college. Because even in college, it was just for fun.
Okay.
I didn't major in music. I did IT, but here we are.
There you go.
So no, I do look at it. I'm like, I picked it up like just to see if I could still have the armature. Yeah, I do, but.
So you have a flute and a piccolo?
I have both. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, don't pick it up. Don't be an old guy like me kicking yourself for not. Now I'm scared to pick up sticks. I see drummers because I see such young, talented drummers doing crazy stuff, and I'm like, I wasn't all the way there. I mean, I was pretty good. Yeah. But I wasn't the trickster type of drummer.
You have to.
I wasn't that. I was more of a fundamental rudiment guy. Yes. And but I had skills. But these guys are like crazy.
Next level.
Yeah.
I think you keep saying drum, but percussion is more than just drums.
Yeah. So I started on snare.
Yeah.
So I was the kid when I first started. I was the only percussionist in like my beginning band. So I learned how to play bass drum, snare, xylophones, cymbals, bells, everything. I was playing. I would be running around, ding, for concert band. I'd hit the triangle. Yep. I'd go play, whatever. So I kind of played all the percussion instruments in the beginning. Mm-hmm. Then when you get in high school, when I was in junior high, some of the good junior high band students were allowed to play with the high school band.
That's cool.
So we would leave the junior high, go to the high school. So as a freshman, I was on a high school marching band, but they put me on tom-tom drums, and I was mad about it because I was like, what is this? Yeah. I don't want to be no third string drummer. I'm first string. I'm first chair. I don't want to do third string tom-toms, but had to start somewhere. Yeah. So I've played different, tom-toms, bass drum, snare. In my junior and senior year, I left snare altogether and went to tries. So
Not the
tri-toms.
quads.
No. So we had the quads, the 2 little drums, the 2 smaller, and then we had the tri-toms, which are 3 bigger drums.
Okay.
But kind of like the quads, but just 3 of them.
Yeah.
They're all big. And so I went to that for my senior year, and there was only one tri-tom player, so I kind of felt like, now I don't got to compete against all of the snare drummers. I don't got to get a drum solo. I am the drum solo. So, so I did that on purpose.
Yeah. You said march to the beat of your own drum, quite literally.
Yeah. I love being on tries.
Yeah.
I was definitely the drummer.
Oh, that is so cool. Do you when you travel, do you seek out like music spots and things like that at all?
No. So we don't really. When you mean like a jazz band, a jazz bar, or something like that? Not really. What we will do though, because a lot of countries we go to, especially like when you arrive somewhere, DR for example, we stepped off the ship and you're walking into one of the ports and they have a whole band there playing. They're all playing drums. We were in Ghana and we were on a tour in Ghana. Were we in Accra? We may have been in, I can't remember where exactly, but they had the drums, the big ones, the bongo types.
Yeah.
And they were letting everybody play. And I was the only male, and there was like 8 or 9 women, to include my wife. So they were all playing first. So there was only enough drums for everybody couldn't play at the same time.
Right.
So I let them go first. And one of the guys that was doing the drums, he was kind of like the leader of the drummers. So I liked his drum. So he said, come on, it's your turn to play. I said, I want your drum. So he let me play on his drum. Yeah. So it was a good time. But yeah, so I look for those opportunities.
Yeah.
When we go somewhere and if I see a band playing on the side, I'll stop and listen, give them money or whatever and I started trying to buy a little drum collection, but I realized that's too much to travel with, bringing those drums back every time. Cause I was like, if I get a drum collection, that's going to be a problem. So I stopped. But yeah, I have a couple of drums.
Oh, that is so cool. Wait, you have a couple?
Yeah, some of the little smaller drums. I think I got one in the DR, and they really tried to sell me one in Ghana. Once they saw that I really liked playing it, they were like, get the big one. They had a whole case for it and everything.
Oh, wow.
They were like, we can ship it, get the biggest one. They wanted me to get this huge drum.
You're going to have a drum room?
No.
No? Okay, I tried.
No. But I do have a little pocket set that I'm going to get.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Little kick drum set.
Okay, sir. So I mean, you I know you said it's been a while since you pick up sticks, but you the music doesn't leave you.
It's like riding a bike.
Exactly.
It's kind of like riding a bike.
Exactly.
I still have the rudiments there. But yeah, I never learned how to play a drum set.
Really?
That's the one thing I never learned. Yeah, because I was always a marching band person or a concert band.
Okay.
So I never played a whole set. Okay. And that's where the intimidation comes in for me.
Oh, that sounds like a challenge, dude.
Yeah, it is. I might in retirement when I retire from current life, I'll just take up band, drum classes or something.
Yeah. All right, but I think the other element, so we were talking about how we met on LinkedIn and kind of just how we had those conversations, but like, dude, you are literally the biggest cheerleader of so many different just entrepreneurs, just business owners, just you're there and it's so genuine. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I follow people because of you, not I might never be like, Reggie commented on this and said this and met this. And it's like, how you do it? How do you do it?
I don't know. I think I grew into this. So, my background in government was contracting. Now it's small business. And when I was doing contracting, I tend to volunteer for stuff a lot. I started volunteering at my first agency to do small business, even as a contract specialist. Okay. So I would go do outreach with the small business office. And I was the only one in the whole agency that was outside the office of small business that was doing that. And eventually I took it over for my office, and I kind of was like always with the Ostabu. So then next thing you know, I got the opportunity to be where I am now in this position. Yeah. So I already enjoyed doing it. Yeah. And that's what led me to apply to that job. Yeah. So now once I get into full just advocacy, it's like no pressure. To me, it's just like I just get to be my personality. Yeah. And so I don't feel like I'm inauthentic, if that's a word. I try to keep it real. It's easy for me. Yeah. I like people. I like to socialize. My wife always teases me about that. But for real, I combine my personality with teaching. Yeah. I did a lot of that in the military, a lot of training. I did it in my first positions in the government, a lot of training, a lot of core training. We're always training and teaching.
Yeah.
So that's all it is now to me. It's advocacy, support, empathy, education.
That's what it is. The underscore of everything that you, at least that I've seen, that you respond, post, interact with, is led with empathy. That's what it is. That's actually exactly what it is.
I try. So. I mean, I feel like y'all will use you as an example. Y'all are here hustling. Yeah. I mean, and it's not hustling like, some shady stuff. No, you guys are working hard. Ladies and gentlemen, and I appreciate that. I respect that, because one day I want to be an entrepreneur. Yeah. I'm afraid to step out there like that. And so when I see y'all fearlessly out here doing what you do, everybody has their own story and testimony. I just support it. Yeah. Because I'm like, look, I can learn something from you. Yeah. I can learn something from the next person. So I support everybody.
No, it shows. I mean, it shows. And I think, a lot of times we talk about, relationship building and, getting to know a person. But I don't know the relationships of all the folks that but it don't matter, because when somebody says something or somebody posts something, you're right there. Like, I promise you, I be on LinkedIn. I be like, Reggie commented this, Reggie liked this, Reggie reacted this. I'm like, go ahead, Reggie. When do you sleep?
I don't have a life, so I think I can't remember when, but we really don't have cable anymore. I said, I'm not watching the news. I deleted so much stuff off my phone. I said, LinkedIn is home.
I know that's right.
I'm not focused on CNN, Fox, nothing, MSNBC, all of them gone. Yeah. I got to focus on my job and the people that I'm trying to take care of. And it just became like a snowball type of thing. It started off, and I had to learn my new role. So over the course of the last, almost 2 years, it's just been a growing thing. And, more and more connections, more and more people. And then I'm looking at people are like who you're connected to. And I'm like, okay, everyone has their own. I'm interested in people, and they're interested in me for our own reasons. Yeah. And I know people that don't like another small business, and I'm like, but I'm cool with them. Yeah. I'm cool with you, and I'm cool with them. Yes. So don't say nothing crazy. Yeah. Y'all have your own whatever. Yeah. But I support everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. And it shows. I think that is just, even outside of small business advocacy, just I'm gonna say empathy, because that's really what you're leading with. But leading with empathy, building a version of a relationship, whether it's just on the platform of LinkedIn, whether it's offline, like when you're present, or when you're the small things, the comments, like you got another purse? Like, it's like, like, and not like that. It wasn't like that, but
No, because listen, your purse game is strong. So there's a reason why my wife doesn't know about your purse game, because it's strong. And I was like, oh, I'm not ready for that yet.
Listen, I ain't trying to get you in trouble. I'm
not ready. When she told me what you were like, yeah, it's this brand here, and I was like, let me go Google. Oh.
Okay. We'll get you there. No worries. One
of these days. So yeah.
But it's all of that is. It's not. I'll be honest with you. There's maybe a handful of people I could think of that come the way that you come about when you're talking, interacting, commenting, whatevering. Yeah. Right. And it's difficult. I will say, as entrepreneur, as a small business owner, it's sometimes difficult to find people who are genuine with just supporting, whether it is in a, just cheering you on because you just posted the next bag, or cheering you on because you just won a contract, or or consoling because it's things are difficult. I it's the genuineness for me that I resonate with the most. Yes. And it's just not something that I see a lot, especially in social.
It's kind of funny to me. Every time someone gives me a compliment, I kind of have to laugh a little bit, because there was a short time ago I was a CEO that didn't want to talk to small business ever. I only wanted to talk to small businesses when I wanted to. So and I was not that receptive. Now this is even with me doing outreach. on occasion I would do outreach, but in my role as a CEO, I didn't want, I didn't need to have that relationship because it was about business for me.
Okay.
I just need what I need to make this award. Who's the best? Okay. We don't even need to talk.
We're transactional.
Now, switch it over, my personality comes out. Okay, so now I need to listen. So you got to practice listening skills. It's not about me talking. It's not about me being in front. It's all about you. So I really had to exercise my listening skills. And then, of course, the empathy comes in. So how can I help you? And it just kind of blossoms from there. But I really, I always call it a learning for me.
Yeah.
To me, I like to learn about how did you get there? How did you get to where you are in the business? Yeah. I've met so many successful people, and when I say successful, I mean levels that I never thought about.
Yeah.
So I wasn't using LinkedIn as a CEO. I wasn't active then. In this role, I started looking at the only people I would connect with back in the day was like people CEOs, other CEOs. But of course, excuse me, when I switched over, I started looking at SES, small business people, because that was my goal to not necessarily be a SES, but I like to hang with the big dogs.
Yeah.
And I look at people that are successful so I can get there.
Yeah.
I'm not looking at just people on my same level.
Yeah.
I have a mixture of that. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But because there's some great people on my level that are leaders and that advocate. And so I had to get that piece. I had to get, how do we go about doing our daily day? I call us the soldiers. If we're going to be the advocate soldiers or warriors, how are we all doing our jobs in that place?
Right. Do
we all do the same thing? No, we don't. Yeah. But what I think what I really found out that surprised me the most is that can I tell a quick story?
Yeah, please go for it.
So I'm going to put a name to it. I normally don't. I've been telling this story lately with people, but I kind of keep the person's name silent. So, but I told her recently. I said, "You're part of my story, and I'll tell you how." So, very first event as in my current role, I'm at a conference. Someone walks up to me and says, "I was told to come over to you, and by name." I was like, "Me? I'm brand new."
Yeah.
Yes, you. And she shook my hand and she leaned in and she didn't let go. She looked around. She said, "Some of your people don't respond to emails."
Oh my God.
And because she was looking, she's like, "Your people in your office." I'm brand new. And then she said, "And some of these decision makers don't respond either," which I kind of know about that. I used to be one of them. So while she's still leaning in, I said, "Well, I'm Reggie Mitchell. And let's change that narrative."
Oh, no, that's right.
And she said, "Okay, I'm gonna hold you to that." From that day forward, I knew that was day one basically. Wow. And her name is Janae McCorkle. I don't know if you know her or not.
I think you just posted something with her. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I told her, I said, "You've been a part of my testimony. If I was giving a Reggie testimony about this role, it started with her." And she basically told me, "You all have to be present. You have to try to help us because if you're not trying, then you're not, people complain about what we don't do all the time."
Of course. Yeah.
And so I think what's reversed that for me is that people see that I try. Whether they get an award or not is a different story, but I try.
Yeah.
And so I try my best and I do a lot of teaching. And so I talk to so many people that are brand new. I talk to a lot of OGs too. They're still like, "Hey, I just wanted to get my foot in the door where you are." Okay, let's look at it. Let's see what you got. Let's go. So people appreciate my effort. Yeah. And and I always I told her, like I said, "Listen, thank you for giving me the mission statement that I need to have for what I do." And it really has resonated, and I appreciate what you said.
Yes, absolutely. And yeah, that's good. Because I was going to say, well, wait, where'd the shift happen from CEO as transactional to let my person?
She told me it's basically customer service. You have to respond. You have to. So I'm very, we're human. Yeah. If I leave somebody hanging and they have to ping me, apologetic. "I'm so sorry. Get back on it, whatever." But I try to stay consistent. Yeah. That way no one's going to say, "Well, yeah, Reggie's just one of them." Yeah. He says he's going to do this, but he never does.
Do you ever get tired?
Yeah. Sometimes. Yeah. But it's fun. So here's the deal. When you like what you do, it's not work. it's fun. I do a lot of one-on-ones. I've never done one with you. Did we do a one-on-one?
We did.
It must have been.
I had a +1 with me. We did.
Really?
Yeah. It's okay. I think
it must have been last year.
It was.
Okay. Some of the one-on-ones.
A year ago. Go ahead.
Yes. Okay.
We're gonna have to go pull up the recording.
now I gotta go back through my files.
No, go ahead.
But no, but yeah, I've done a lot of one-on-ones, and so I mean, it's funny now because when I go to conferences, this is how. So I've been invited to panels and do stuff, and if I'm allowed to speak or I'm on a panel, I'll do the room. I'll look through the room and I'll say, how many people am I connected? I ask 2 questions. How many people am I connected to on LinkedIn? And a bunch of hands will go up. And then I'll say, how many people have I done one-on-ones with? And almost the same amount of hands will go up as the connections. And the numbers keep growing. And so it's like, okay, so now I see that I'm touching a lot of people.
Yes.
And the other thing that for me that's special is that the people I looked at 2-3 years ago, I'm in the rooms with those people now. Oh. The SESs that I used to go, one day I want to be like them. I'm in the room with them now.
Yeah.
So, and I'm on the panels with them. And, when an SES refers, he says, well, Reggie just covered that. I'm okay. I'm doing all right.
Yeah.
I'm doing all right for myself.
Yeah.
So I appreciate the fact that my passion for helping people has kind of put me where I am.
What are you looking forward to? For let's say within the next year. I like to kind of time box a little bit, but in the next year.
The next year? Professionally or just in general?
No, just in general.
That's a hard question. There's so much uncertainty. So continuing to travel with my wife, that's the number one. Yeah. So I think we're always talking. It's good to have a partner that kind of keeps you grounded. So even if you want to, and by the way, I'm gonna give her some props. So my travel game is elevated because of her.
All right.
So I was as she would say, you travel a little bit, but she really did upgrade my travel game. But I think we both like to travel.
Yeah.
And so, but when we have goals together, we'll collectively say we're gonna pause whatever to pursue something else.
Yeah.
So we're kind of working out some things. We have some goals and some ideas about things we want to do.
Yeah.
We may have to pause travel.
Yeah.
But we're still going to get a trip in.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It'll be a short weekend or whatever. We'll get something in. So, but continued travel. I'm always about self-improvement. In some way, shape, form, or fashion. So I'm always trying to, in what I do, I'm trying to figure out better ways to help other people, despite all the changes that are going on.
Yeah.
So I think for me, being in certain associations or being on maybe certain committees will give me more of a platform to help people or more collaboration opportunities. That's what I'm looking to do. So I'm excited about that. I've been doing some hush collaborations, and but it's some of it's for me.
Yeah.
But really a lot of it's for where I am, but also because I just love to collaborate with people. I'm trying to help people. People will say, Reggie, how can I help you? I'm like, no, it's not about me. This is a job for me, not a job. It's actually what I like, but it's my position is a job. Yeah. How can I help you? Because you're the small business. If you don't get contracts, you don't eat.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how can I help you?
Yeah.
That's the most important thing.
I know earlier you were talking about following in your dad's footsteps or just, some of the things that he's done, you've done also. But what do you think brought you into, because I'm gonna say it's like a servant leader, if that makes sense. Like you enjoy serving. Like that is the undercurrent of, it seems to be who you are. Was that learned? Is that for you?
I think it was. So I am definitely my father's son. My dad's name was Freddie Mitchell. And sometimes you don't realize how much, the era that I came in, I was trying to, so I left home at 18. I had the big head and thought I was ready to live my own life and I'm going to do it my way. Reggie, I'm tired of being Freddie Mitchell's son. But no, it's so funny. As quickly as I was out of the house, not 2 years after being out of the house, I realized all the things he put in me were for a reason. and I was doing the things that he taught me the same way he did it. And I'm still doing that to this day. So he put that in me, you know, just hard work ethic, you know, attention to detail. I think my faith also has a part of how that plays into how I am now.
Yeah.
I've had so many so when we say side hustles, so I've had a lot of side hustles in when I was working in the military, when I was in the military, and even, you know, in the course of being in government. Just always working extra jobs. So you kind of just, you know, you meet people, you do different things, had some other customer service jobs. So that helps me, you know, quickly understand what this is about. When you have, you know, clients, customers, people that you're trying to help, you have to take a certain type of, you have to have the right mentality for that.
Oh yeah.
Everybody doesn't have the patience or the right mentality to help advocate, be an activist for, or even be in customer service or sales. You know?
Right,
so
right.
You have to have the right attitude. So
agreed, and you do. So I mean, you know, it fits you.
And some days
you be like, here what?
If you could hear the conversations we have when we come home and debrief each other, she's debriefing hers and I'm debriefing mine, and I'm like, oh, this so and so right here. Yeah. You know, so but no, but I can have a straight face when I'm talking to someone.
Yeah.
I use this as an example. I'll look in the camera. So I'm doing outreach. Someone comes up to me, hey, I'm so and so, and I'm interested in your agency, and I sell hula hoops. How you doing, sir? My name is Reggie Mitchell, and I don't know if we buy hula hoops, but let's talk about it with a straight face. Because you don't want to make them feel like, are you stupid? Why would you approach me talking about hula hoops? We don't do that.
Yeah.
But you got to keep a straight face.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think that's where I really learned how to. I think I have a good poker face for the most part. At least with small businesses, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want anyone to feel like they're not, what they do, their passion is not important.
Right.
And I will tell people all the time, I said, listen, I don't even know if we, to some degree, some people, they may be so niche that I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's find out. And I'm passionate that you're passionate about what you do. So let's find out. The answer is either going to be yes or no.
Yeah.
And if it's a yes, I'm your guy.
Yeah.
If it's a no, here's the blueprint to try somewhere else. And I really try. I don't gatekeep.
Yeah.
I really want people to understand it's not about me and where I am. It's about where you can get money in general.
Yeah.
And that's everywhere.
Yeah.
So use these tactics, use the skills, the right strategies, and look everywhere.
Yeah. So we got travel. We have a musical background. What would you say you do, like, in, I'm going to say downtime, not downtime like you have time to travel per se, but what do you do like in downtime? Like when you have I call it decompression time. To decompress. There we go. Okay.
So that falls in the hobby lane. So right now, my biggest downtime compression thing is cars. I've always been a car guy. So, big dreamer on cars. So when you finally grow up and you can afford some of the things that you always dreamed about, no Ferraris, nothing like that. But I've been a car guy since day one too. Since my father was always a car guy, so that's another thing I got from Freddie Mitchell. So cars and coffee. I hang out there quite a bit.
Yes.
I got a new
whip
type of car. So I left the Jeep world and I left Jeep life and went to Mini World. So now I'm all into this new Mini World stuff and trying to find a mini club, maybe do some road trips. But Cars and Coffee is mine. That's my hangout spot where I decompress and, we all gearheads show up and you can I like Cars and Coffee though, because it's not serious.
Yeah.
It's not, saw, like a $2 million car 2 weeks ago. And it's not like you see that every day.
Yeah.
You don't see hyper supercars just driving around every day.
Right.
But when you go to Cars and Coffee, you see that stuff. So you see crazy cars. So, it's cool, but no one's pressed.
Yeah.
It's not about flaunting. It's just more about appreciating. If you're a car person, you appreciate it. And you're glad that they brought it out so you can see it.
Yeah.
Like, I touched a car. You don't touch a car, but you were like, I was around $1 million car. So, how often do people get to do that?
Yeah.
So if you're a car person, it's fun.
Oh, that is so cool. I'm going to tell my dad about that. So maybe he can make it up there because he's a car person. Yeah. He used to restore stuff. So maybe I'll ask him if he should go.
Yeah. Classics come out, muscle cars. It's more of I would say it's more modern. I've been to Volkswagen. I went through Bug Life and Volkswagens. I've been to Euro car shows, hot rod car shows. I used to race, so
What?
that's another thing.
All right, speed racer.
Yeah.
That explains some of.
Yeah. So I'm from South Carolina, not originally, of course, but so Darlington's right up the street from the base that I was stationed at. So during the Fast and Furious years, and everybody had a little fast Honda or Acura or whatever, I had one of those. I had a little Honda hatchback with some mods done to it, and we would convoy to Darlington. And Darlington's got a NASCAR track, and they've got a drag strip.
Oh.
So on Wednesday nights, we'd be out there.
Y'all literally in them streets.
Yep, we're out there. So I went through my little Fast and Furious phase.
Oh yeah, I think we all did.
Yeah, I'm blessed to be here because speed sometimes is immature people and speed aren't good things. But I'm a responsible speeder.
Yeah.
I don't race. I don't race on the streets.
Yeah. Nah, that's
Never
cool.
that.
That's cool. I think one of the things that is like, at least for me, I'll speak for me and then you could chime in, but like finding hobbies. So like a few years ago, we were at the dinner table, me and my family, my kids were like, they could name all their dad's hobbies. And they were like, well, Mommy, you don't have no hobbies. And I was like, what?
I beg to differ. I know at least two of them.
Well, okay, so check. So then I was like, fine, I don't have no hobbies. I was like, so I took up aviation. That was my that was part of the reason why
right.
That was part of it, not the complete. The other part for the nonprofit is different. But I took up aviation because of that. I was like, well, I want to go learn how to fly a plane because I just want to go. Get up and go somewhere.
See, I should be the interviewer now. So. Claudia, how did you get into flying planes?
Yeah, my kids told me I had no hobbies. And then I was like, well, I'm in business. And if I have a trip, I want to go somewhere. I want to be able to sometimes just get up and go.
Yeah.
And so I was like, well, why not learn how to fly? So.
Wow. Yeah. When I found that, I forgot that you do fly. And so a lot of times people would ask me, growing up in the military, but when I got in the military and you talk to totally non-military people and then you say you're Air Force, they automatically think you fly. And I've been asked that a million times. Oh, you fly? No, I ride on planes. I work on planes. I used to be avionics technician. Never piloted a plane, but I was always interested in it. And then when I saw you, I know you and one other person that are female pilots, and I want to give you credit because a lot of times people just think only guys do cars or only guys fly, and I'm like, no, y'all jump out of planes too, y'all parachute, y'all fly them and stuff. So
yeah,
black girls fly, right?
Yes.
See?
Yes. And I started that because of the lack of female pilots in aviation.
There you go.
So yeah.
Yeah. So I commit. I think that's pretty special. As a matter of fact, I don't know if I ever do it. It's been one of the things that I kind of say, when people kept asking me, maybe I should take pilot's license. I mean, my wife laughs at me. I will drive the wheels off of anything. I used to be a bus driver.
Really?
High school bus driver. In high school.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. South Carolina, when I was coming up in the 80s, students could drive buses.
Okay.
If you had a license.
You was good to go.
You could drive a bus. My junior and senior year, I was a bus driver. I had a bus route. My classmates were in the bus. The junior high kids and the middle school kids, I was picking them up, dropping them off too. So yeah, that was my job. I didn't have to have another job because I had a bus route. So I got paid to go to school.
Literally.
So it was exciting. But yeah, ever since then, after I could drive a bus, I'm like, I could drive anything. So but yeah, I've never flown though. So I was like, I might do that one day.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I mean, you can always do a discovery flight. Just saying.
I don't know. Okay. I have to talk to my wife about that.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't know if she'll let me, even though she tried to get me to jump out of a plane before, but I don't know if she'll let me fly one.
Did you skydive?
No.
Oh, tried.
Yeah.
Man, that's not my ministry. I couldn't do that.
Me either.
I'll fly them, but I won't try.
We'll see. I might do both one day. I don't know if we're still that courageous. We'll see.
All right, I have a question. I ask all my guests this question.
Okay.
What is your definition of success?
Ooh, what is my definition of success? So I'll start off by saying success definitely is different for everyone. I think success is achieving what you personally set out to do. It could be something minor, it could be something major. It's definitely not about money, because I know so many rich people that are rich, not financially rich. So success is, to me, a completion or a satisfaction of what you feel that, what you are trying to achieve.
Yeah.
And so, again, it could be a goal. It could be, I want to read 100 books this year. I read them all, successful.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be anything, but I think it's achieving, it's saying I want to do something, working towards it, and getting there.
Do you, in your just journey professionally, ever feel like, oh man, I failed? Because we don't talk about the fails. Like, I failed. And then you don't have to give any real examples, but, and then how you overcame that. I'm going to say success in that case.
Yeah.
That made you come up out of it.
I mean, we all, like you said, we all have failures. If life was perfect and we are all so grand that we never made mistakes or failed, you can't grow.
Yeah.
Had a lot of failures in the military. But I had a lot of successes in the military. I'll give you two examples of success in a way a lot of people think about it is maybe sometimes perfection or expertise. So there was a time when I was in the military, I felt like I was an expert at my job.
Okay.
That's the only time. That's the only job that I had. When I was a contingency planner, I was an expert. Matter of fact, I was so confident in my job, I was a little cocky.
Uh-oh.
In a good way, though.
Oh, okay.
Not in a bad way.
Okay.
But I was confident, but you had to be sharp.
Yeah.
You couldn't make a mistake. As a contingency planner, you deploy and redeploy people, cargo. That piece of thing right there has to be on a plane. Everybody has to be on the plane. I have to coordinate everything. And if I leave a person, a piece of equipment, a plane doesn't take off, something doesn't pass customs, something doesn't get weighed, it's my fault. So I'm responsible for all the people, the planes, the cargo, everything. It's got to come back home. Sometimes by myself. I'm out there doing that. So if you got to work all night long, 3 days in a row with no sleep, you barely get to eat, dude, you got to do what you got to do.
Wow.
And a lot of times people will look at my rank and say, well, Sergeant Mitchell, we're going to tell you how to do it. And I'm like, no. This is when I realized that it's not about, so when you're talking about success, a lot of times people look at bars, stripes, titles, things of that nature. And they say, well, I'm going to tell you how to do it. And I said, well, do you do what I do?
Right.
Because if you don't, I'm the authority. And so they want to test you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why do we want to do that? The title that we use now, FAFO, that term's been around for a while.
Yeah.
So I tell you what, sir, you can find out the hard way that you don't know what I know. Your bars don't mean anything. We can do it my way, or we can do it the right way, the wrong way. And, they find out, oh, you are an expert. Thank you. Career field now, contracting officer. Oh, you're just a GS, blah, blah, blah. You're not, I'm a SES. Do it the way I say. Do you do contracting? No. My warrant is the authority.
Right.
You don't have a warrant. You don't do acquisitions. So.
Yeah. So
I think, for me, success, there's a lot of failures. You learn when you're learning, you make mistakes.
Yeah.
But you learn from your mistakes. I had a lot of mistakes as a newbie contract specialist, as a CO. Some mistakes, I did something I wasn't supposed to do, got my hand slapped. But, a lot of people, and it's funny, in contracting, people worry about going to jail, contracting officers specifically. Right. They always say, I don't want to make a mistake because I'll go to jail. And I'm glad that my very first class in the government was with Vern Edwards. I don't know if you know who that is. We'll talk about him offline, but he's a legend. Okay. He had a boot camp called Fire Boot Camp. And he told everybody, he would always show us how smart he was. He could literally, and when I say literally, like a pastor, he could recite whole pages of the FAR.
Oh my goodness.
It was crazy.
Wow.
We all go, who does that? Whole pages.
Wow.
He could probably recite a whole chapter of the FAR.
My goodness.
I mean, he was crazy knowledgeable.
Yeah.
But he'd been doing it and this is when I first started, so 30, 40 years at that time. Wow. He's still alive. He just actually did a WIFCON recently. But what he told us was, I want to tell y'all something, that CEOs don't go to jail for making mistakes. You go to jail for committing fraud. Mistakes can be fixed. Yeah. So don't be afraid to make mistakes. Don't be afraid to, if something happens, it can be fixed. Yeah. But if you purposely do something, like award to your brother and then go buy a Ferrari.
Yeah.
You're going to jail.
That will get you there, yeah.
You will be in the orange jumpsuit then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I never was really afraid to make mistakes because you can fix those things. And I'm never trying to defraud the government because they're gonna get you.
Yeah.
So yeah. But no, we learn from mistakes, personal and professional.
Oh, for sure. I think I'm at this. What is a piece of advice or something that you would want to say to the audience? And before you answer, let me just give you a caveat of the audience. So I have a split audience. I have both male and female, almost 50-50. Okay. On YouTube anyway. And not entrepreneurs, not everybody's wanting to get into government contracting, but entrepreneurs, some are moms, some are dads, parents. Okay. So that kind of is a mixed bag of who I have that listens. What is a piece of advice that you could give them? Or parting words, I should say, not piece of advice.
A piece of advice that I could give in general to your audience. I would say a couple things. We'll go with the last question you asked me about success, and then kind of, you can't. Let me back up. So when you want things in life, you have to work hard for it. So that's the era I came from. There's nothing given to you. Yep. You have to work hard for the things that you have. Don't compete against other people. Compete against yourself. Don't look at what other people have and say, I deserve that, or be jealous. Go out and get your own. Don't wait for a handout. But the thing about, putting in the work and doing it, people are going to help you. You're going to have a community. You're going to have your circle. You're going to have your family and friends. If you're doing the work, they're going to see that. People are more apt to help you than you're waiting for someone to help you. And, they're like, well, all you want is something from me. People will help you if you're working hard to try to get something. And trying to achieve things in life, whatever it is, like degree, pursuing a job, relationships, you got to put in the work, but give yourself grace. If you fail, if you flunk a class and you have to pause, give yourself grace. Sometimes you have to reset. If you start a business and it fails, don't give up. Yeah. Okay. I mean, entrepreneurs, I know a lot of entrepreneurs that they change lanes. They're like, that one crashed. That was a bad idea. The next LLC, next, and you, until you find what is your purpose in life. Yeah. And sometimes it doesn't come to you until it comes to you. Yeah. And what I mean by that is, you think you want to do something, but it's just not what you're supposed to be doing. Right. And someone may say, hey, I need you to come and help me do something. And next thing you know, volunteering is, oh, wow, I really get fulfillment from volunteering. So sometimes you don't necessarily know in life what you're supposed to be doing. Sometimes it falls in your lap. Sometimes someone will introduce it to you. So don't necessarily be so driven or so not willing to change because you're focused on what you think is what you want. Yeah. Sometimes it may be something totally different.
All right, mic drop, y'all. No, Reggie, I appreciate you coming on. I am so glad we finally got to meet in real life.
In real life. First time meeting, and I appreciate you. Thanks for
Absolutely, absolutely. So, BOMU Besties, I got homework for you. I want you to write down what you feel your purpose is right now in life. Because like Reggie said, you got to be here to fulfill that purpose. I'll catch you on the next episode of She Built Success. Bye.